Greetings and welcome to 6play Live TV. This is 6play 9 here, also known as the Grim Reaper. Today we're going to be talking about Neverwinter. Right now I am playing Classic. The legality of this version is not clear yet, so today I just message Perfect World into teaming to get their feedback on it before I can continue. As you guys can see here, I've just pre-created server characters to make sure that I'm ready to go when I'm ready to level them up, and I don't have to go through the process all over again. So welcome to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe, and any question you guys have, first off, when I'm streaming I usually don't look in the chat because I don't know, I don't like the interaction. Okay, it's kind of new for me with the chat stuff. So for a while now I haven't been looking at my chats while I stream, so I'm sorry if I ignore you. I have been in that position before. I go to somebody's stream and I try to chat with them, but they are not there, and that sucks. So I'm gonna try to look into my chats whenever I'm streaming. I'm gonna try to stream on on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Excuse me. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing either Classic or the Neverwinter version itself. Alright, so today what we're going to be talking about is Neverwinter current state. And I have done a lot of work with PvP, and we've successfully made PvP a thing in Neverwinter once more. But PvP, even though it's now popular and everybody is PvP and the queue doesn't take so long to pop anymore, right? I think it's about time we get back into PvE and basically try to balance the entire game. You know, this is an MMO, right? PvP is good, but you need PvEers and you need the community itself to be robust in order for PvP itself to be successful, right? So even though I'm a PvP advocate and I really don't care about PvE that much, and I probably shouldn't be caring for PvE that much, I still have to right now because my work is not done yet. That's all I can say. Right, so today what we're going to be talking about is this is an introduction to my series on the changes that have to come to Neverwinter. And today we're just going to be talking about me, and we're going to be talking about the game, and the next videos are going to be just add up to it, right? So this is the introduction. If you were writing an essay, this is the introduction, right? So welcome to my channel. If you are new, go ahead and subscribe. I am a veteran, but I'm like that cool uncle, right? I'm that cool uncle because I'm not as heartbroken as the veterans are. Because I understand what it means to be a new player, and I advocate for new players. And basically, my channel is as free as you can get, and I'm also open to new ideas and anything like that, right? So about me, basically, I'm a middle type. There's the OGs, they are the people who are super no life, they spend about 6-7 hours, 9 hours, whatever, doing stuff on Neverwinter. And there are people who are just absolutely new to the game and are just experiencing it for the first time. And for these people, the game is absolutely amazing. You will be surprised, right? You'll be surprised how many players actually enjoy this module, right? You can see these guys running around, and some of them buying a new mounts and just enjoying the game, right? These are the newcomers. And as for the veterans, let me tell you about these guys. These guys are pissed right now, right? And I'm in a veteran race too. But I'm not pissed, dude. I'm as chill as you can get, dude. This channel is the best channel, bro. So I am gonna try to make it as casual as possible, but also be a little more professional and more informative. So let's get into this dungeon right here. Right now we're in Surrender. So what am I? Why am I making this series about? Right? A little bit about me. A little bit about like I talk about like the various type of players in Neverwinter right now. But let me talk about my biography or whatever. Right? I'm a veteran. I played this game for 5 years. This game came out in like December, and then like the next year I got it. So I'm not too new, right? So I consider myself a veteran in that type of sense, right? Um, so I like I'm saying this because I do feel the same way all other players are feeling. Like the guys who are spending about 6 year in here, like five in a tiny bit of half, right? Like 5 and like 2 or 3 months in here. Technically they call it 6, right? I'm in your shoe, guys. Like I've been there before, right? So the situation of the game right now, it's not that you guys are the only people feeling bad, right? I get like I get a ton of no, I get thumbs down on my video, and when I shouldn't, right? And the only thing I can assume about it is that when people watch like my PvP video and I'm like all hyper and I'm all crazy and I'm like enjoying myself or whatever, um, they kind of feel bad. Like they kind of feel like I'm like making the game look much better than it is, right? And you shouldn't feel that way. Well, it's okay for you to feel that way, right? Because I do understand where you are coming from, right? The past was really nice and all that stuff, right? But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. As a veteran player, this game have never been more balanced. Okay, PvP wise, this game have never been more bug free. Okay, because like compared to 9, okay, there are a crazy amount of bugs right now, but they are not as crazy as what it used to be back in the days, right? It all started back in the days when people started to ask for like small feature, like simple stuff like for example, right, in this module, right, people were asking for like extending the combat advantage range and all that stuff, right? Those are like small features that eventually the developer cannot keep whole track of, right? And it all turns into bugs, right? And I have made some videos telling people not to do certain type of things like in certain situations and not to exploits and all that stuff. And sometimes people just watch my video so they can know what's wrong and then so they can use that, right? So that's me, right? That's who I am. Okay. Also I've deleted my channel a couple of times, so I feel bad about that, right? But this channel is gonna stay, right? That's why I made a promise to myself. This channel is gonna stay. So I'm consistently uploading new content. I'm trying my best, and I hope you guys can enjoy what I got to offer you guys. So I'm an entertainer first, and second, I'm a gamer. I mean, well, it's kind of goes hands in hand, right? I'm a gamer first, and I'm an entertainer, and then I give information on there, right? So when push comes to shove, I'm a gamer, and I would like to play games, right? And I would like to avoid all the hustle, all the like politics and all that stuff, right? But when it really comes to it, when people really need me, right, I'm gonna feel free to like give information and stuff, and I'm gonna feel free to step in, right? So this is me. This is just who I am, okay, and this is why I'm making this video, right? So what is Neverwinter, right? I'm asking what is Neverwinter because before we actually get into the actual point that I'm trying, get back upstairs. Oh, okay. Before we actually get back, before we actually get into the topic that I'm trying to discuss right now, You guys gotta understand what this game used to be, and then we can talk about what it is right now, and then we can talk about why, and then we can talk about how everything can get put together, right? So what is Neverwinter? Okay, that was the question I was asking. Neverwinter is an MMO, and MMOs are are games that have to be online and requires a community to bond and to communicate with each other, interact with each other in order for the game itself to feel alive and for it to survive, basically, right? So an MMO is not an MMO without a community. Okay, that's first thing that we gotta know about. So Neverwinter is an MMO, right? And Neverwinter, the combat is one of the main things that separated from majority of the other MMOs out there, because Neverwinter is an action combat MMO, right? These are the two main things, right, that define Neverwinter. The third one that kind of hangs around is the D&D part. Okay, a ton of people say they are they are into D&D, and a ton of people say they are D&D fans or whatever. As for me, I've also said that before to kind of like toot my little horn or whatever. But I don't know. Like majority of the people, the majority of the PvEers, talking about being like D&D fans and stuff, and that's why they play this game. They are not actually. They are just fakes, right? Role players are like, for example, like you see the weird stuff that I do in my stream when I'm like all hype up, like when I'm in my mood and all that stuff, right? When I'm in my mode, right? This is how D&D people are, right? They like to role play, they like to do voices, they like to play roles, right? Like to put themselves in like another like character shoes and like just be there, right? That's what D&D players are, right? So for majority of the players in here who say who play PvE and it says they are D&D, they are D&D, they are into D&D, right? These people, okay, when the Foundry left, okay, these people would have been super pissed, right? I say like 100% of the PvE population, right? If they were D&D people, right, they would have been super pissed, right? Not 100, like about 90 or something like that, right? So again, if you ask a couple of guys who play this game, right, ask them about a story, right, that goes behind all of this, and like the actual background, like Neverwinter, okay, like where in D&D, okay, is Neverwinter, and like where it came from and all the background, all that stuff. None of these guys know anything about it, right? So they might say like they know D&D, right, but they actually don't. So this is this is an exposure, right? I'm saying this because there are a lot of channels out there that are fake, okay? They have like different they have to put themselves out there to like reach a wide variety of audience, okay? And that's cool, right? But I'm gonna tell you, right, that I know how that works, and I'm not gonna actually do that on you, right? Like you guys have known me for a long time, so I'm not gonna be fake, right? I know who I am, I know what my channel is about, and I'm never ever gonna be fake about it, right? So I myself, okay, I like to role play. I've tried D&D tabletop type of game online, right? Not in like actual board game, like in it, like physically, but I've done it online. And I like to role play, and I like to read stories, and I like the elves and all that crazy stuff. And Lord of the Ring, dude, I watched that like 2-3 times, okay? And I know some people like watch it so many times after like crazy, but I really liked it, and I actually like the archer and stuff in it. And my precious, okay, I like the golem too, right? So yeah, so that's for me, right? That's my part of D&D, right? That's how far I think I know about D&D, right, when it comes to Neverwinter. So I don't know all the lures, I don't know all the crazy stuff, but I can read about it if there's a need to. So that's that, right? So Neverwinter, the third part is a D&D aspect, and majority of PvPers, okay, says they are into D&D, they are into the game lore, and they want lore and contents like that, right? That's what PvE is about. PvE is about lores and just reading and just adventuring, right? And majority of people say they want that, but actually in reality, right, they are just fake. Okay, they don't want that, right? People may say they want something, but in the end they actually don't want it, they want something else, right? If if you did it before, you know what I'm talking about, like like crazy stuff like that, right? Um that's the three main fighters, okay, that define Neverwinter. And where are we right now? Okay, what is Neverwinter right now in this particular era or whatever, like in this day and age, right? Like in this particular module, in this year, like 2019, more 16, more 17, more 18, 19, whatever that is gonna go forward, right? So Neverwinter is still Neverwinter, right? The D&D wise, okay, D&D part, Neverwinter is still that, right? What else? The MMO part, Neverwinter is still an MMO. Okay. The combat part, Neverwinter is still an action combat MMO, right? And anybody coming into this game is gonna see those three factors, right? But the old players who are like just hanging around, right? Who are really like super pissed right now. The main reason why they are angry is because these three aspects, right? One of them got changed. It's so funny, like one of them got changed and it just freaked everybody out. Okay, and I've explained about this for so many times, right? Apart from, like within these three fighters, there's one that really stands out, and that's the action part of Neverwinter. Voila, action part, right? So this is how you actually get to know the type of players that play Neverwinter. These guys who play PvE, PvP, or whatever, okay, they are all into the action part of Neverwinter. They are not into the well, they are into the MMO part because they have to interact with other people and with ads and all that stuff, right? But in the end, right, the main thing that shines about Neverwinter is the action part. So what is Neverwinter right now, okay? When you are comparing all of those aspects, right? Neverwinter right now is a bit slower, okay? I would say Neverwinter is not it's not what it used to be, okay? I'm really slowing down in my mentality, in my speech right now because I'm like trying to kill these, okay? But let's talk again, right? So Neverwinter is not what it used to be, in a sense that the combat aspect got changed, right? And there's a reason why the action part got changed. Okay, guys, please bear with me. I might seem a little like I'm taking my own time to like think about this as I speak with you guys, and I want to like move as well to like keep you guys engaged, right? So just bear with me, okay? I gotta collect my thought. This is not scripted at all, okay? The combat part, okay, that's what I've talked about for a long time when I was trying to make PvP come alive, and we got a module for that, right? Neverwinter combat, I keep saying it over and over. Like, I know some of you guys have already watched my video like so many times, and this is like one of the things I keep banging on like over and over and over again, okay? Back in the days, I was just saying that the action combat, if you change it Neverwinter, everybody is gonna leave, and sadly that's what happened, right? But this is not bad, right? It's not like Neverwinter, like the company Cryptic or Perfect World, whatever, was trying to challenge me or challenge anybody or like trying to like show off or anything, right? The game needed a turn, right? From mod 4 all the way up to like mod 12 or whatever, Neverwinter was kind of good. Was really fluid. There were a ton of bugs, but people were able to ignore that because some of these bugs actually supported them in their own exploitations ways, right? So people were able to ignore that, but the company itself was not going to ignore it, right? This was like a little bit of like stuff that was just piling up, and then snowballing over and over and over and over again. I am a game developer. I understand how Um, so guys, like I don't know how to stress this out. Subscribe to my channel. This is the best channel out here, guys. Subscribe to my channel, right? So I am a game developer, so I understand the developers themselves, and I understand the players, and I understand the veteran. Like, god damn, like I am a freaking god, man. I am a god. Okay, so programming is not that fun as you guys might think, right? When you have like it's tiresome. It's tiresome. Like you have to look at the screen of your computer for hours on end trying to debug your entire code, and sometimes you might have like a tiny like a syntax error, okay, and that might take you like maybe 2 3 hours or whatever, like if you are not organized, right? Or if you just have so many stuff being worked on at the same time, or you are just like super tired, like you don't have enough sleep or whatever, or like I don't know, like sometimes you just lose it, right? So anybody can go through this. That's what I mean. Like it don't matter like if you are professional or whatever, like everybody can go through problem when coding, right? So from the developer's point of view, right? This is an MMO. There are like so many stuff working up, right? I'm explaining this, right, so that you guys can understand that so you guys can understand why Neverwinter is what it is right now, right? For all of the guys who are like super pissed, I want you guys to understand from the logical point of view. I don't want to like persuade you guys from emotion, right? I can like come here and like spit all lobby-dobby stuff and like just be all like snoozy or whatever with you guys, Scooby-Doo, okay, and you guys can like enjoy my content or whatever. But I want to inform you guys. I want to be more logical, and I want you guys to understand this, right? So that when you understand it, it can be concrete, and you can actually have something to keep in mind as you when you are angry, so you can understand why you are angry and why like you shouldn't take all of that and throw it out, right? So programming is not easy, okay? That's where I was. Neverwinter from mod 4, right? Like I said, from mod 4 all the way to like 12 or whatever, right? Neverwinter was piling up bugs after bugs after bugs, okay? And technology is changing really fast, right? As you guys can see here, we have decent graphics, okay? Compared to classic right now, if you guys are playing like the bootleg version, okay? Speaking about classic, I just messaged the support team on Cryptic, and I just asked them if they are aware of classic right now, because I don't want to go in there and like dedicate my time and then something else really bad happen, because I'm going to be associated with something that might be considered illegal, right? So I might be affected by it. So that's one of the reasons why I contacted Cryptic. The second reason is I just want to see if they are going to respond to me, and then I can continue through that process, and I might actually get to like contact them like in a much more professional way, and actually like get my point across to them, right? First I gotta develop that rapport, right? In the past, what I did with them was I like it was actually really it's not really that important. Like when I delete my character, each time I go to them, like they always like no, not like a day, like in few hours later, like my character is right back, right? So that's how fast they are, like when they're responding to me. I don't know if that's how it is with you guys. Like this is why, like when I'm talking about Cryptic, I don't have too much negative to talk about them, but these are like the simple stuff that kind of like adds up, right? So as I was saying, bugs kept adding up. We kept getting more bugs over and over and over and over the modules, right? We got like Paladin, the bubble issue, the Scourge Warlock, like the puppet, the soul puppets stuff, that bug. It came and they like kind of like patch it. Like so many patches, so many bugs. I cannot stress this out, man. Like I cannot stress this out enough. Okay, so many bugs, dude. Okay, so that's all I want to say, right? So there were bugs, and there were many of them, and they were just piling up. So as a developer, when you have something to fix, and you have tried like all the logic that you can, right, with all the patches, and nothing is working, the only thing that you can do is clearly they slid clean and rebuilt from scratch. But this time it's gonna be it's gonna be a better time because you're gonna have the knowledge of what you messed up on in the past, and also you're gonna organize your code in a much better way and maybe document everything, so that when you're going back, okay, you can have like all of these files and all of these stuff. You can just go through it much faster and all that stuff. This is what Neverwinter is right now. Neverwinter is a much more code-based, robust, revamped version of the actual game, right? The code behind everything that you see right here, right? Everything have been recreated. This is what I'm talking about, right? And this wasn't simple, right? The company actually went ahead and rebuilt this game, right? Like they probably like took a couple of assets and brought them back here, right? I don't want to make you guys fall asleep, but let me just say, like, this game right now, the version you are playing is nothing compared to what you used to play in the past, right? This version is much different, okay? And maybe because like they took a couple of assets from like the old version. When I say assets, like the dungeons, like all of these stuff that you see here that they didn't like go over and like remade, right? So taking some of those assets and taking some of the scripts from there, right, does mean that some of the bugs within them still stay there, like in a sense, right? So those were also brought along here, right? But they weren't as much as they used to be, right? So this is why we have this new version. This is what this new version of Neverwinter is. So why did it have to happen? Why did this have to happen? So some of the bugs that used to happen in PvP include like insane AP buff, and also like you had like rogues using Courage Breaker to like pretty much demoralize, like to disgrace the bosses in PvE, and so many crazy stuff, right, were going on, okay? And the company itself was not satisfied with this, and this is why we have this new module, right? So going on from here on, I'm going to be releasing a video about a couple of changes that came afterwards with this new version of Neverwinter, and I'm going to be talking about how it can get better and a couple of things that could be changed in the slightest of ways to make the game much more robust than what it is. The main thing I wanted to stress out in this video was Neverwinter is a new version, but Neverwinter is still an MMO. If you are a new player coming here, Neverwinter will feel as if it was exactly this way from the start, but this is actually a completely different game, okay? And I want to let veterans player and every other players who are really like angry right now to know that I understand you guys, and I'm from your shoe, right? So I know what's going on right now, and I want to calm you guys down because this is a new game, okay? This is basically like after beta, like mod 16 was beta, okay? We preview mod 16 together. I made a ton of videos explaining the stats and all that stuff, and maybe some of them are wrong, some of them are right. I don't know, but all of those videos are gone actually. So but yeah, so I was here when the beta came out, so we reviewed the beta together, and this here is kind of like mod 2 of Neverwinter itself, right? So thanks for watching. I don't want you guys to fall asleep, but stay tuned. This is oh my god, this is the intro to my series, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and see you guys in my next video. 6play9 signing out. Peace out.